Did you know Tesla makes 8 times the profits that Toyota makes per car due to its production process? Well, that's got the bosses at Toyota concerned, and here's how they're planning to solve the problem.
Tesla has been the face of innovation, the company everyone thought would lead us into the future.
Yeah, what we really wanted to achieve here is like, well, why make this really fast car that's crazy fast and everything? We got to show that an electric car is the best car.
But now things are looking very different. The electric vehicle industry is changing, and Tesla may not be able to keep up. You've probably wondered, can Tesla survive with its premium pricing? They dominated the electric vehicle market, setting premium prices and leaving competitors scrambling to catch up. But Toyota just shattered that entire strategy by launching an electric sport utility vehicle so affordable it makes Tesla's prices look outrageous. How did Toyota pull off this shocking move? Can Tesla even respond effectively? Or is Elon Musk facing a crisis he can't escape? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll discover why Toyota's latest move isn't just a game changer. It's a complete rewrite of the entire automotive industry. How Toyota obliterated Tesla's driving edge. Toyota's new electric sport utility vehicle is not just a budget-friendly gimmick. It delivers real-world driving performance that leaves Tesla scrambling. This is not a stripped-down economy car. It is a fully-fledged, full-size sport utility vehicle that performs in ways few expected, especially at its astonishing price point. Let's start with the range. When people hear the price tag of just $13,000, they assume the car must barely make it across town without needing a charge. But Toyota's engineers knew that range anxiety was the #1 barrier preventing mass electric vehicle adoption. So, they equipped their new sport utility vehicle with a battery that delivers up to 250 miles on a single charge, matching, and in some cases exceeding, the real-world range of Tesla's entry-level models. The secret weapon behind this performance is Toyota's decision to use lithium iron phosphate battery technology. While Tesla and other electric vehicle makers chased after the more expensive, high-density lithium-ion batteries, Toyota bet on a different strategy. Lithium iron phosphate batteries are cheaper, more durable, and safer. They are not as energy-dense on paper, but Toyota's design team maximized efficiency to squeeze out every possible mile. That means lower production costs without sacrificing driving range, a balance Tesla has struggled to achieve. But this is not just about numbers on a spec sheet. In real-world driving, Toyota's electric sport utility vehicle holds its own against Tesla's models. It accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 8 seconds. Not blistering fast, but perfectly adequate for daily driving. More importantly, it delivers a smooth, balanced ride that feels stable and predictable. Toyota has mastered the art of building practical vehicles for the average driver, and this electric model is no exception. And here's why this matters for you. Toyota's range and battery technology do not just match Tesla, they outlast them in one critical area. Lithium iron phosphate batteries degrade far slower than lithium-ion ones, meaning Toyota's battery will retain its range and reliability longer over time. That is the hidden advantage most consumers miss. But this is only the beginning of how Toyota is rewriting the rules, because while performance is impressive, it is what Toyota has done inside the vehicle that will leave you questioning why anyone ever paid premium prices for an electric vehicle. But I can't talk about that until you subscribe. Just do it. It literally takes a second, and it helps us a lot. Thanks. Now back to the interior. A cabin that made Tesla look cheap. Most budget electric vehicles feel like empty plastic boxes on wheels, lifeless cabins with cheap materials, clunky screens, and just enough features to get by. It is the compromise buyers are used to making. If you want an affordable electric vehicle, you have to accept a soulless interior. But Toyota has just flipped that expectation on its head. The cabin in their new electric sport utility vehicle is not just surprising, it is disruptive. And Tesla, once the benchmark for sleek and futuristic interiors, suddenly looks shockingly overpriced. Imagine stepping into a vehicle that costs less than 1/3 of a Tesla Model Y, yet greets you with a 14-inch touchscreen that feels lifted from a premium luxury car. This is not the tiny tablet-style display you might find in other affordable cars. This is a wide, bold, beautifully integrated command center that delivers crisp visuals, ultra-smooth responsiveness, and a layout that makes sense. It anchors the entire dashboard, offering wireless Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto support, intuitive navigation, and instant access to everything from climate control to real-time vehicle data. It is the kind of tech experience you would expect in a $50,000 vehicle, but Toyota offers it for less than one-third the price. Right behind the steering wheel is another surprise: a full 8-inch digital driver display. At this price point, most automakers skip this entirely, or offer a clunky bare-bones screen with outdated graphics. But Toyota didn't cut this corner. This screen shows battery levels, speed, navigation prompts, and more, making the driving experience seamless and futuristic. The result is a cockpit that feels high-tech without feeling overcomplicated, sleek without sacrificing usability. And that is only the beginning. Toyota has poured a stunning level of detail into the cabin's build quality. Instead of the scratchy plastics and budget textures that dominate most entry-level vehicles, the interior here is soft touch, well-finished, and genuinely comfortable. Every material feels chosen with care. The dashboard design is clean and symmetrical. The buttons are tactile, and the overall aesthetic is more Lexus than budget electric vehicle. This is not just a space to sit, it is a space to enjoy. And that alone makes Tesla's minimalist interior feel cold by comparison. Comfort is another area where Toyota went far beyond expectations. Unlike the compact dimensions of most affordable electric vehicles, this one offers genuine interior space. Passengers in the front and rear have ample legroom and headroom, giving the vehicle a roomy, premium feel. Rear seat passengers are treated to dedicated air vents, something Tesla skips even in higher-priced trims. Add to that a foldable armrest, wireless charging pad, and multiple USB ports, and you get an experience that feels custom-tailored to everyday use. But perhaps the most shocking feature in the cabin is the 32-color ambient lighting system. Let that sink in. A vehicle that costs less than a third of a Tesla Model Y offers custom interior lighting, an amenity usually reserved for high-end German luxury vehicles. Drivers can personalize the cabin's mood to match their style, mood, or music, shifting the lighting from calm blue tones to energetic red pulses. It is a feature that brings a luxury experience to the masses, and more importantly, makes budget no longer feel basic. Of course, tech and comfort mean little if safety is overlooked, but Toyota refused to compromise here as well. This electric vehicle comes standard with an impressive suite of advanced driver assistance features: adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring. These are all standard, not part of a costly upgrade package. For years, Tesla used its driver assistance software as a key selling point. But with Toyota offering similar tools baked into a vehicle that costs dramatically less, that advantage begins to fade. And this brings us to the most powerful truth about this cabin. It delivers luxury, technology, comfort, and safety, not by inflating the price, but by rethinking what is possible. In doing so, Toyota has shattered the illusion that a modern electric vehicle has to feel like a compromise inside. Tesla once made affordable cars feel futuristic. Now Toyota is making futuristic cars affordable, and it does not stop there. The bold design move that cornered Tesla. Why did Tesla refuse to go big? That is the question echoing across the industry right now. While Tesla doubled down on compact crossovers and streamlined sedans, Toyota made a calculated move in the opposite direction. And it may go down as one of the boldest design choices in electric vehicle history. Instead of playing it safe with another mid-size model that blends into traffic, Toyota went full size and full presence. And in doing so, they cornered Tesla in the one segment it failed to dominate: the affordable electric sport utility vehicle. Take one look at the new electric vehicle Toyota unveiled, and it is immediately clear. This thing was designed to own the road. It does not hide its size or downplay its footprint. It embraces the sport utility vehicle form with bold lines, wide shoulders, and a commanding stance that makes you feel like you're driving something with purpose. In fact, it is similar in dimensions to the Toyota RAV4, one of the best-selling sport utility vehicles in the world, and that was not an accident. This vehicle was designed to mirror the RAV4's practicality and visual presence, but with an electric twist. It is tall, roomy, and intentionally styled to look rugged yet modern. While Tesla's Model Y blurs the line between hatchback and crossover, Toyota's new model plants itself firmly in the sport utility vehicle category. And that matters more than most people realize. Globally, sport utility vehicle sales have exploded. As of the most recent data, more than 45% of all vehicles sold around the world are sport utility vehicles. It is the dominant body style, and consumers are choosing it not just for looks, but for functionality, safety, cargo capacity, and ride height. Tesla's refusal to launch a true, affordable electric sport utility vehicle has left a massive hole in the market, and Toyota just drove straight through it. But Toyota's design advantage is not just about size, it is about aesthetic impact. The vehicle's exterior carries a futuristic, angular design that blends subtle aggression with clean lines. The front fascia features sharp headlights and a bold, grille-less face that signals its electric nature without looking cartoonishly sci-fi. The side profile is muscular yet streamlined, with a silhouette that feels distinctly premium. And in the rear, a continuous light bar gives it a signature look that feels far more expensive than its price tag. Even the color palette Toyota chose emphasizes its dual mission of style and substance. Rich, matte tones and metallic finishes elevate the visual appeal, while practical details like underbody cladding and roof rails remind buyers that this is still an everyday vehicle meant for real-world use. For buyers who want a commanding road presence without breaking the bank, this Toyota is a dream. And for families who have grown used to the practicality of mid-size sport utility vehicles, it offers a seamless transition to electric, without the compromises Tesla has long expected consumers to accept. The strategic brilliance of Toyota's move is that it took one of the highest demand segments in the world and electrified it without bloating the price and without sacrificing presence or functionality. It looks like a $50,000 vehicle. It costs less than a third of that, and it was designed from the ground up to appeal to the broadest base of buyers possible. Tesla once owned the conversation about electric innovation, but Toyota now owns something even more important: the image of electric accessibility. While Tesla is still debating how to scale down its pricing model, Toyota has already rolled out a fully equipped, full-sized, family-friendly electric sport utility vehicle at a price so low it forces the rest of the market to reevaluate their entire product strategy. What Tesla sees as a threat, consumers see as freedom, and that may be the most powerful design choice of all. Up next, we step under the skin of this vehicle to uncover the hidden platform powering its success and the global strategy behind Toyota's sudden leap to the front of the electric race. The hidden strategy behind Toyota's low price. Toyota is selling a sport utility vehicle at a loss, and doing it on purpose. At first glance, it sounds like a financial disaster, the kind of misstep no major automaker should make. But this isn't a blunder. It's a bold, strategic move. While Tesla, build your dreams, and Volkswagen charged into the electric future, Toyota stayed back, focused on hybrids. Critics called them outdated. But Toyota wasn't stalling. They were preparing. Now that preparation is unfolding. And at the center of it all is a surprising alliance that most people missed, an alliance that could flip the entire industry on its head. Toyota teamed up with Guangzhou Automobile Group, one of the largest and most efficient automakers in China. This was not a flashy joint venture for headlines. It was a surgical business move to access the cheapest, fastest, and most scalable electric vehicle production methods on the planet. Guangzhou Automobile Group has mastered the art of low-cost, high-volume manufacturing, a skill Toyota knew it needed to break the price barrier. By partnering with this Chinese giant, Toyota tapped into a production ecosystem designed for speed and efficiency. It is not just about labor costs. It is about a supply chain so refined that it slices away waste at every corner. But that is only the beginning. Toyota's secret weapon is its global manufacturing scale. No other automaker can match Toyota's sheer production muscle. For decades, they have fine-tuned mass production techniques, perfected supply chain logistics, and eliminated inefficiencies. They invented the just-in-time manufacturing system. They wrote the playbook on lean production. And now they are applying that entire industrial empire to electric vehicles. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Toyota is not relying on the same expensive battery technology that has kept electric vehicle prices high for years. Instead, they embraced lithium iron phosphate batteries, an older, simpler, and far cheaper battery chemistry that most automakers ignored. Lithium iron phosphate batteries do not require costly cobalt or nickel. They are more durable, safer, and easier to produce at scale. Toyota's decision to use them was not about cutting corners. It was about cutting costs without sacrificing reliability. And this changes everything because Toyota is not looking to make a quick buck. They are looking to take over. Their long game is eerily similar to what Amazon did to retail: sell cheap, dominate the market, then profit from the ecosystem. So when you see that $13,000 price tag, understand it is not a sign of desperation. It is a declaration of war. But how exactly did Toyota price this electric vehicle so low without collapsing under its own weight? That's where the real story begins. The secret platform. How Toyota built an EV empire overnight. Toyota didn't just build a cheap electric sport utility vehicle. They built a weapon, and that weapon is aimed directly at Tesla's weakest point: production. What looks like a budget-friendly vehicle is actually the result of a platform that cuts years off development time and billions off production costs. And it all comes down to one thing: Toyota didn't try to reinvent the wheel. They used what already works. While Tesla is still scaling factories in Berlin and Texas, Toyota tapped into a manufacturing ecosystem that's already running at full speed. Instead of building everything from scratch, Toyota plugged straight into a machine designed for volume, speed, and brutal efficiency. That's how they pulled off the price. But that's only half the story. The real twist? Toyota ditched the expensive batteries that have weighed down electric vehicle prices for years. No cobalt, no nickel, just simple, stable lithium iron phosphate chemistry. These batteries are cheaper, safer, and built to last. You don't get 500 miles of range, but you don't need it. Most drivers want something reliable, affordable, and easy to charge. And that's exactly what Toyota delivered. Now combine that with Toyota's global production system, the same one that made them the world leader in quality and scale. Every part of the process is lean. Every step is optimized. They're not experimenting with robotics or rewriting the rules in real time. They already wrote the book, and that's where Tesla runs into trouble. Toyota can build a full-size electric sport utility vehicle for under $15,000. Tesla's cost per vehicle, still around $36,000. That gap isn't shrinking, it's growing. Tesla can't just flip a switch and catch up. Their vertically integrated model was built for a different era. Today, it's slower, less flexible, and more exposed to cost swings. So yes, Tesla was forced to shut down Model Y production in China, and now we know why. Toyota didn't just undercut them, they outplayed them. Because this isn't about one vehicle. It's about a platform, a system, a strategy that can be scaled across the globe. And it's what Toyota did next with that platform that truly changed everything. The one massive issue we need to talk about. It is not the technology. It is not the price. It is not even Tesla's response. It is something far more basic and frustrating: the infrastructure. You see, it does not matter how cheap or reliable an electric vehicle is if you cannot easily charge it. And this is where Toyota's strategy hits a dangerous wall. Unlike Tesla, Toyota does not have a proprietary fast-charging network. Tesla's supercharger system remains the most extensive, fastest, and most reliable electric vehicle charging network in the world. Toyota, by contrast, is dependent on third-party networks that are patchy, inconsistent, and often overcrowded. And while universal charging standards are spreading, the reality is simple. Tesla's infrastructure is years ahead. This charging gap creates a serious problem for Toyota's $13,000 electric sport utility vehicle. It is perfect for urban commuters and short-distance drivers. But for long-distance travelers, families on road trips, or anyone living outside a major city, the lack of reliable, fast charging options could be a deal-breaker. Even worse, Toyota's low price has triggered a surge in demand that public charging infrastructure is not yet ready to handle. Governments and private companies are scrambling to catch up, but building a comprehensive charging network takes time, money, and political will. Until that network exists, many potential buyers will hesitate to make the switch, no matter how cheap the vehicle is. And this leads to an unexpected twist, because while Toyota's aggressive pricing has put Tesla on the defensive, it has also strengthened Tesla's last remaining advantage. That charging network, the one asset nobody can easily copy, is now more valuable than ever. So, while Toyota has disrupted the market and rewritten the pricing rulebook, the battle is far from over. The next phase of the electric vehicle war will not be fought on showroom floors. It will be fought on highways, in parking lots, and at charging stations around the world. The question now is not who can build the cheapest electric vehicle. It is who can power it everywhere you want to go. And that is where the story gets even more explosive. How BYD is silently crushing both Tesla and Toyota. There's a new player in the electric vehicle industry that's quietly making waves: BYD. While Tesla and Toyota dominate the conversation around electric vehicles, BYD has managed to quietly slip under the radar, steadily gaining ground and positioning itself as a major threat to both. What's even more fascinating is how Toyota, with its recent pricing strategy and commitment to accessibility, is preparing to tackle this growing giant head-on. Let's explore how BYD's scale, market strategy, price versus quality approach, and Toyota's new electric offering are setting the stage for an exciting showdown in the electric vehicle market. BYD, short for Build Your Dreams, has rapidly evolved from a Chinese battery manufacturer into one of the largest electric vehicle producers in the world. What sets BYD apart is not only its scale, but the speed at which it has adapted to the ever-changing electric vehicle landscape. While many automakers were slow to transition into electric vehicles, BYD jumped into the fray with both feet, offering a variety of electric options that cater to different markets and consumer needs. The scale of BYD's operations is impressive. The company is not only producing electric cars, but also the crucial components that power them. BYD manufactures its own batteries and electric drivetrains, giving it a significant edge in controlling costs and supply chain efficiency. This vertical integration has allowed BYD to scale production rapidly, offering a wide range of vehicles, from small city cars to full-sized SUVs and commercial vehicles. By controlling its own supply chain, BYD has been able to lower production costs, which has translated into more affordable vehicles for consumers. But BYD's market strategy isn't solely about affordability. It's about accessibility and adaptability. BYD has focused on creating vehicles that appeal to a wide range of consumers, and it's done so with an emphasis on price versus quality. The company understands that to truly compete in the global electric vehicle market, it must offer vehicles that don't just stand out in terms of features, but also provide real value for money. This strategy has allowed BYD to carve out a significant share of the electric vehicle market, especially in China, where the company's vehicles have become increasingly popular. When we look at the vehicles BYD has released, it's clear that the company's strategy is aimed at the mass market. Unlike Tesla, which has always focused on premium models with high price tags, BYD has prioritized building electric vehicles that cater to everyday consumers. The BYD Tang and BYD Yuan Pro are prime examples of this approach, offering impressive range, solid performance, and a high-tech user experience at a fraction of the cost of Tesla's offerings. Yet, despite its success, BYD is not invincible. Toyota, with its legendary reliability and massive manufacturing scale, is preparing to challenge BYD's rise in the electric vehicle space. Toyota's recent release of an affordable electric SUV is a direct response to BYD's market dominance, especially in terms of pricing. This new electric vehicle from Toyota competes head-to-head with models like the BYD Tang and BYD Song, showing just how serious Toyota is about becoming a force in the electric vehicle market. Toyota's approach with its new electric SUV is a bold one. It brings affordability to the forefront, similar to BYD. But it also ensures that the quality and features do not take a back seat. The new Toyota electric SUV offers a solid range, advanced safety features, and the kind of reliability Toyota has built its reputation on, all for a price that's far lower than anything Tesla offers, and much more accessible than some of BYD's higher-end models. As Toyota continues to develop its electric vehicle lineup, it's clear that the company is focused on competing directly with BYD's pricing strategy, while ensuring that its vehicles remain competitive in terms of performance and quality. Toyota's scale and manufacturing efficiency, combined with its strong reputation for building durable and reliable vehicles, could give it an edge over BYD as the market continues to shift toward mass adoption of electric vehicles. However, the road ahead for Toyota is far from easy. BYD's rapid expansion, both in terms of market share and the diversity of its electric vehicle offerings, has made it one of the most formidable challengers in the global electric vehicle race. While Toyota's entry into the electric vehicle market is a significant move, it's clear that BYD's early lead will force Toyota to continually adapt and innovate to keep pace with the competition. But there is one company that just can't seem to get it right in this fast-paced modern market. Why Volkswagen can't keep up anymore. Volkswagen has long been considered a major player in the electric vehicle revolution. Through its ID series, the German automaker has made significant strides in electrification, establishing itself as a strong competitor to Tesla and other leaders in the electric vehicle market. However, Toyota's recent bold move has made Volkswagen's entire strategy look outdated overnight. So what went wrong for Volkswagen? And why can't it keep up with Toyota's mass market approach? Volkswagen's electric vehicle journey began with much fanfare. The Volkswagen ID.3 and Volkswagen ID.4 were seen as the future of the brand, designed to offer a more affordable and sustainable alternative to traditional gasoline-powered vehicles. However, despite the initial excitement, the ID series has struggled to live up to expectations. The ID.3, which was touted as Volkswagen's first mass-market electric vehicle, failed to achieve the sales numbers the company had hoped for. And while the ID.4 has found some success, it hasn't been enough to dislodge Tesla from its dominant position in the electric vehicle market. One of the main issues with Volkswagen's ID series is its mid-range pricing strategy. While the company has aimed to make electric vehicles more affordable, its pricing still places them in a somewhat premium category. This mid-range pricing strategy has made it difficult for Volkswagen to capture the mass-market consumer, especially when Toyota has positioned itself as the leader in affordable electric vehicles. The market dynamics in Europe also play a significant role in Volkswagen's inability to keep up. While the company has traditionally performed well in the European market, the shift toward electric vehicles has forced the company to rethink its strategy. European consumers, especially those in the middle-class demographic, are looking for electric vehicles that offer not just affordability, but also practicality and quality. Toyota's new electric vehicle offering directly addresses this need, making it clear that Volkswagen's mid-range pricing model is no longer sufficient to compete in this rapidly changing landscape. In comparison, Toyota's new electric vehicle has disrupted Volkswagen's approach entirely. The new Toyota electric SUV, with its lower price and superior value proposition, forces Volkswagen to reassess its entire electric vehicle lineup. The ID series, once thought to be the brand's answer to Tesla, now looks outdated in light of Toyota's aggressive pricing strategy and commitment to delivering an accessible, feature-rich electric vehicle to the mass market. Toyota's decision to focus on affordability has allowed it to create a product that appeals to a broader range of consumers, while Volkswagen's reliance on mid-range pricing limits its market appeal. As more consumers move toward electric vehicles that don't come with a premium price tag, Volkswagen's strategy of pricing vehicles just above the mass market threshold seems less and less viable. In the long run, Toyota's move could force Volkswagen to pivot and rethink its electric vehicle strategy entirely. If the company fails to adapt quickly enough, it risks being left behind as Toyota continues to dominate the affordable electric vehicle segment. The competition between these two giants is far from over, but for now it's clear that Toyota's move is making Volkswagen's approach look outdated and out of touch with the current state of the market. As Toyota's electric vehicles continue to gain traction, Volkswagen's ability to keep up with the changing demands of consumers will be tested like never before. The question is, can Volkswagen pivot quickly enough to maintain its place in the market? Or will it be left to play catch-up as Toyota accelerates its dominance in the affordable electric vehicle sector? The answer to this question could determine the future of the European automaker's success in the electric vehicle race. But for now, Toyota's move has given it a significant edge over Volkswagen, forcing the German automaker to rethink its entire strategy. How Tesla's entire model is falling apart. Elon Musk's worst-case scenario has arrived, and it's not just about the competition. Tesla, once a shining example of innovation, is now standing on shaky ground, facing a crisis it might not be able to fix. For years, Tesla thrived by being a high-end, aspirational brand, offering cutting-edge electric vehicles at premium prices. But the market has shifted, and Tesla's old playbook is falling apart. One of Tesla's biggest problems is its reliance on premium pricing. While Toyota, BYD, and others are flooding the market with electric vehicles that undercut Tesla by tens of thousands of dollars, Tesla is stuck between two impossible choices. Either maintain its luxury margins and risk losing customers, or slash prices and gut its own profits. Neither option leads to long-term survival. Their premium price tags, once a status symbol, now look tone-deaf in a market that's demanding value. For years, Tesla customers were early adopters, willing to pay extra for the tech, the badge, and the hype. But that era is ending. Consumers are shifting toward vehicles that are affordable, practical, and still packed with features. In that environment, Tesla's luxury-first identity becomes a liability. Elon Musk's answer has been price cuts, lots of them. But while those cuts may help boost short-term volume, they're slowly killing Tesla's margins. And the deeper problem? Tesla's internal costs haven't caught up. The company hasn't built the kind of ultra-lean production system that lets Toyota churn out a full-sized electric SUV for under $15,000. Instead, Tesla's costs remain high, thanks in part to its vertically integrated model and reliance on expensive battery chemistries. So now Tesla faces a brutal identity crisis. It can chase the mass market and risk becoming just another car company, or it can stay premium and watch its market share evaporate. Either way, the brand is stuck, and the longer it takes to adapt, the more ground it loses. Not just to Toyota and BYD, but to every automaker ready to do what Tesla no longer can: build EVs the average person can afford. And with that, the industry waits to see how Tesla will respond. What do you think will happen? Let's talk in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you there.